Hello, I'm Rebecca Eddy of Eddy Schein Group, Personal Finance Managers. Figured I would tell you a story about the first person I worked with. She was my client for 28 years. In 1990, she was going off to a foreign country with her husband and her little daughter, and it was going to be away for 6 months, and they needed somebody to pay their bills. So she asked me as a friend to do that, and she gave me her checkbook and gave power of attorney, temporary power of attorney, to the husband's secretary. And she gave me a huge pile of bills, of bank statements, and a list of all the bills that need to be paid. So I would go weekly and pay bills and write the checks, send them off to the secretary to mail, sign and mail. In that big pile of bank statements, I sorted through, and it was a huge job. Anyway, after they came back 6 months later, they decided they wanted to keep me on, and I went through a whole series of process with them. He became retired. He retired, and so he went on Social Security and Medicare. She continued to be on private insurance. So I needed to help work with them on their private insurance and out-of-network expenses. At the same time, shortly thereafter, he became ill and could no longer handle their investments. And so I worked with her on her investments, and she decided she wanted a new investment advisor. I helped her find an investment advisor. Later on, she needed to adopt her daughter, who was from a different country. I mean, she had already adopted the child, but she didn't have all the documents. And so I worked with her on getting all the documents necessary to give her daughter full citizenship. Then her husband passed away. He was considerably older than she was. And so I helped her move everything from his name into her name. She also hadn't created a will, so I made sure that she got a will and power of attorney in place. And eventually she got Alzheimer's, and so she needed to move, and her daughters took care of the move, but I took care of all the sort of back office kinds of work of moving papers and things. But I also then worked with the daughters to help them work with, identify an elder law attorney who could help them set up trusts so that the money that they could put that aside and have it available to her, but she would not be misusing it as she lost executive function. And then I continued to help her as I could. In any case, this is representative of many of the different things that we've done, working with people who are busy professionals, people who are going through retirement, people who are aging and needing to move or downsize. I'm Rebecca Eddy of Eddy Schein Group.